Hi, I'm Colin Hardy, and I'm here with some students from Technology-Based Entrepreneurship. Terafina Destine, Hayden Markle, Aaron Rapp, and Cassidy Kreitz. We're here to learn and get a better understanding of what goes on in your class, guys. So, I'm going to start off with you, Terafina. A main part of your class is the Technical Academy. So, what exactly do you get out of it, and what is it?
It is partnership with RAC. We earn 23 credits. It's a variety of different things, starting with Introduction to Business, Business Management, Business Math, and Accounting. We're doing accounting right now.
How's that going?
It's fun. Okay.
That's good. Hayden, you run a company virtually. How is that different from a physical company as to what you're doing?
Well, in a physical company, you would have actual products, but in ours, we do not. But that's the only major difference. We still track sales, we still market out our products. It's essentially exactly the same as having an online store, like you're buying a product from Hollister.com or whatever.
Okay. Aaron, how many high schoolers and college students are on this site, and how do you communicate with each other?
On the VEI, we have about 3,000 maybe within the U.S. and maybe a few internationally, but we haven't reached them yet. And what was the other part of the question?
How do you communicate with each other?
Oh, we communicate by email mostly.
Okay. Cassidy, what is your company, and what goes into running it?
Our company is Limitless Swag, and we sell shoes, and right now we're expanding to selling clothing also. And kind of like Hayden said, it's basically the same as a real company. One of the major parts is our order specialist, Daniel. He'll basically just give us the orders, and then we process them, and then we basically just file them.
Okay. This question can be fielded by any four of you. How often do you spend time in class running this company?
It depends on the day, honestly, because some days we spend more time getting a lecture by Mr. G on our Technical Academy or maybe something else. But some days it's a full business day. Some days there's almost no time. But on average, I'd say about an hour to an hour 15 minutes.
So I'm going to go down the list, starting with you, Terafina, and I'm going to ask you, what part do each of you play in Limitless Swag?
I am charged international, region, and mid-Atlantic and southern.
Okay. And what exactly does that entail?
Well, I check accounts receivable when people buy products. I put them in account receivable in my region, basically.
Oh, okay. How are you, Hayden?
I am the Western market manager. I track all the sales and such from the Western market, and I am the web redesign leader. I am pointing tasks to everyone in the web redevelopment group, and I am handling the HTML in it.
Okay.
I'm the Northeast Regional Manager, Payroll Manager, and for the Northeast region, I make sure that they pay on time, and if not, I send them an email reminding them. And for payroll, I pay the employees of Limitless Swag every 2 weeks, and I'm in charge of the Mal's e-commerce button reconstruction.
And what goes into that?
You take a link off of a website that you have to, you type in the product and the price in the link, and then you paste the link into the actual button on the website.
Okay. How about you, Cassidy?
I am the Midwest Regional Manager, the Accounts Payable Manager, and and I'm on the web design team, as well as I design the actual products.
Okay. So, does this virtual company really give you perspective on how to run an actual company in the future?
Yes, it does. It's very, very similar, except in the fact of being like 300 million possible consumers based off the size of the U.S. There's about 4,000 in the U.S., so you're making, if you were successful at least, much less than you would be with an actual company. But it does give a good perspective because it shows you how to handle people not paying, having to pay your bills, stuff like that.
Yeah. So, Terrafina, what problems have you run into while trying to work in this company?
People don't pay, and then you have to go back and find them, and then they don't pay on time, and it's annoying.
You get the mob,
Yeah.
get a bat, take out the kneecaps.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I used to run businesses. Anyway, what do you find most challenging in running Limitless Swag, guys?
I think Terrafina said it best, just
Yeah.
getting people to actually pay, and it gets really frustrating when they give you fake information, and yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'd say the fact is we're kind of a bit understaffed because there's 8 of us in the class at max at any given time right now, but we have people who are also doing their technical academy work. So at most people working on the business at any given time would be 4 or 5 people. So we can't have people dedicated to just certain things. We can't have like an HR department. We have people doing more than one job, so that's a bit difficult.
See. Well, what do you find the most exciting about working with Limitless Swag?
The website.
The website? How
Yeah.
come?
I'm in charge of finding most of the products right now, so it's really cool
Okay.
putting all the products in. Well, that's like Elise and Haircut.
What about you, Hayden?
I just really enjoy the management and leadership opportunities, being able to take charge and work something out and get it done and lead people into success.
I like the attitude. How about you, Aaron?
I don't know. I kind of like the technical academy side because I'm really into just learning how business works and then applying it within Limitless Swag is making the learning process a lot easier.
Cassie?
I like how everything's going on at once. It's really nice because it's different from sitting in a classroom and learning out of a textbook. We're doing different things at the exact same time, and it gives you a real world experience.
Not including CMT, but what different classes at BCTC have you worked with in the past?
Programming.
Programming?
Yeah, every year we bring 1 or 2 programmers over. This year we had a programmer, Joel, come over to help with redesigns on the website, and our shop's also technically in charge of the 5K, so we would sometimes get some help from people over in programming for that as well. We also did some work with graphic imaging. They printed out some stuff. They printed on the t-shirts for the 5K, and they printed out like a vinyl thing for the laptops. And there's more opportunities in the future if we move on to selling actual products for the school, which is a possibility for the future. We could work with basically any class then. We could work with mechatronics. They could make something. The possibilities are near endless.
Limitless.
Funny.
Thank you. I try. What do you do when you're not working on the technical academy or company-related projects? What do you do in class?
Why
So
now?
what we usually do.
What?
Isn't that what we usually do?
Me and Cassidy, we were just recently at a competition, so we were juggling 3 things. We had to do the company, technical academy, and the competition. So.
Okay. As a matter of fact, we while we're on the subject, we'd like to actually congratulate Aaron and Cassidy and their other partner Alex, who's not here today, on getting second in states at skills. So I think that's
Thank you.
Thank you.
no nothing. Okay. All right. Then I would have to say, what would you like to pass on to some of the future students who are watching this right now? What advice would you like to give them?
It's not as scary as it seems the first week.
Yeah.
It's just, or as boring. The first week you just go over all the rules and regulations like 10 times, but then after it gets really fun because you start the technical academy and you start the website and all the business stuff. So.
Is that what everyone else thinks too?
Yeah, I would just say push through the first couple months and then you'll have fun with it.
Listen to every word Mr. G says. Sometimes he does ramble on, but in general, he truly does pass on great information.
Yeah.
And he may repeat himself, but all of his stories, they truly do almost always relate back to what we're doing at the time. And it just is usually great life advice and great future advice he gives.
I'm sure he's going to be happy to hear that. There are many opportunities for you, there may be an opportunity for your class to run a BCTC store online. Have any of you heard about that, or how would that work?
We would not be in charge of making the product, but we would be in charge of tracking the sales, basically everything we're already doing, except the only difference being we're actually selling something now. We would possibly be in charge of finding what shop to do what, so we could contact of anyone we wanted, what we think would be best and what would sell the best.
So, so you guys wouldn't have any part in it at all, or would you guys be directly involved in it next year?
We would. We just wouldn't be directly involved with making the product.
I see.
Everything else we would be running.
Okay, cool. All right, so I believe that is all the questions I have for you guys. Thank you again for joining us, and I hope more kids are joining the group next year that will get to see this. So on behalf of Terafina, Hayden, Aaron, and Cassidy, I'm Colin. Thank you again to TBE for joining us, and see you next time.